Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Ranch Talk Live. I'm Mike.
I'm Erin.
And this is our Wyoming Life. If you've been hanging out in your grocery store's checkout line and you've seen the Inquirer, I would just like to dispel all the rumors right away. Erin is not pregnant. She's actually starting up a farm store. It was amazing how many people, we put out that video and said, Erin's got a big announcement. And how many people were like, Erin's pregnant, Erin's pregnant, Erin's pregnant. You know,
we made it like a good half hour before anybody said.
Before anybody said it, but I guarantee you people were thinking it right away. They're like, Erin, if Erin's pregnant, somebody's got some splaining to do. So, yeah. Hi, everybody. There's a lot of new faces here tonight, which is awesome. I love this. Every time we come into a live stream nowadays, there are so many new faces that I have no idea who they are.
Well, Rick Anderson is here, and this is his first time commenting. So thanks, Rick.
Long-time lurker. I used to do that too. Before.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. Lurking is fun because you can stand back in the background. I actually have people that I talk to almost on a daily basis who never comment during a video, but they'll send me like private messages and stuff like that through Facebook or wherever it might be. But yeah, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us and saying hi, because we're not that bad of people. Not really.
No.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah? You sure?
Yeah.
You're pretty quiet today.
Just have a lot going on.
Tell us about the what you got going on, because we have farmers market this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is maybe our last farmers market.
Yeah, it's potentially our last farmers market. I know I have another conflict with the market date in May, and a conflict with the date in June, and then the first market in July. I also have a conflict, so I'll miss those. And then we're just going to kind of see like how the farm store is doing. If I'm matching my revenue of what I make at farmers market at the farm store, I don't need to go to market. So I kind of have from now until June 21st or something to really focus, or July 21st to really focus on the farm store and see if we can get that income going. Because I mean, that's why we're doing this. Like we make money.
Right.
So we need to essentially have that match that revenue stream that we had at farmers market. So we'll see what happens over the next few months and decide if we're going to go to more farmers markets or not. But yeah, for the foreseeable future, you can come see me Saturday at market, and then nothing until I open the store.
If you happen to be around. It's funny, we have a neighbor of ours actually sent me a text today, and he said, I was talking to a guy from Washington. Mm-hmm. And the first thing out of his, and I think they're in Washington right now, they're vacationing.
Okay.
And he said, where are you from? And he said, Gillette, Wyoming. And the first thing out of this guy's mouth was like, do you know Mike and Erin? And he said, well, oddly enough, yeah, they're our neighbors. So I always think that's funny that, you know, we obviously talk about the farm store and coming and visiting us, but I think that we're going to see more subscribers than we expect to see.
I hope so. I mean, the support was amazing from the video. It's probably the most viewed video that I've ever made. I appreciate the support that you guys give me.
It's because everybody thought you were pregnant.
Yeah, I'm not pregnant. Got tons of messages and just really encouraging comments. And the Facebook page is live for the farm store. It's the Our Wyoming Life Farm Store. And
that's how you find it on Facebook?
Yeah, and that's where we'll post updates about you know, what's going on with the farm store, and you guys will still get to see all that too. But if you want to follow me over there, you can. I've more than doubled my followers, so yay.
And one thing about the farm store is the stuff that we're going to be selling in the farm store. Some of it will actually be available on the Our Wyoming Life webpage in our store there. So we did have somebody ask if we were going to be selling stuff online, and Erin and I were both like, well, no, of course not. And then we were like, oh, wait a minute, we already do.
Yeah,
so some of that stuff is going to be available
We're still not shipping meat. We need to focus on the farm store. I need to try and get that business venture like up and running and stabilized, and because shipping meat is a whole other process. We've talked about that. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to focus on the farm store. Trying to figure out what other products I might potentially add into the farm store besides stuff that we raise and grow. But my baked goods are not inspected because Wyoming has food freedom, and so I can home produce items, and that doesn't have to be done in a commercial kitchen as long as the consumer knows. And I can't ship those across state lines, and I can't ship my canned items either. I can't ship you salsa or anything.
It has to be like inspected.
Has to be inspected. We have something in the works to take care of that potentially, but that's like years down the road because that's a process. But there's going to be another big announcement soon.
Yeah.
But
She's not pregnant.
I'm not pregnant, no. So yeah, we're just gonna work on the farm store. So no shipping right now except for inspected products like honey and whatever else local producers are making.
Beef jerky once we get beef jerky
when we come back into stock. Yeah.
Yeah, and the store is planned to open when?
I want to open around the 1st of June. I think the 1st of June is actually a Saturday, and I'm not going to be open Saturdays. But I don't know, how quickly are you going to get it done?
Yeah, exactly. I've been working on the outside. I've been working on a lot of grading, getting the parking lot built, doing the handicapped access, all that kind of stuff, getting that all done, and then I'll move inside. We're starting on electrical on the inside, and then it'll be, insulation, paneling, shelves, whatever else you want.
Yeah, I mean, I need you to get everything done, get the paneling on the walls, get the floor in, and then I can kind of take over and start getting my displays put where I want them and take over that side of it. You're gonna have to move the freezers in.
Well, somebody has to. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, thanks for coming out. I know that we kind of got on a little tangent there, but that's part of the ranch. So what the heck? The cows are doing okay. Obviously, we're still calving. If you aren't following us on Facebook, I encourage you to do so, or Instagram, whichever you prefer. We have just today number 50. 50th calf born on the ranch is here. I cannot quite see what the 160 or maybe 60 is the mom there, hanging out with her. I think it's a girl. I can't quite remember. I know I have it written down, but
it kind of just like all blurs together after a while.
It does. They're all calves. So that is the latest calf born. Actually, we're just waiting to tag number 51. 51 has been born, but he has not been tagged yet because he is mobile, very mobile. He's up and moving, so we'll catch him when he's sleeping.
Right? That means he's up and healthy. And are you going to change to your summer hat soon?
Soon. I think we actually looked it up. Matt and I, really quick, thanks to our moderators that are here hanging out with us. Matt, Dave, Big and Rush, William Dunn is here tonight. Thanks you guys for keeping things on the straight and narrow. But Matt and I actually gotten together about a week ago and we tried to figure out when I switch, because I never know when I switch. I think I just get a wild hair and I'm just like, I'm done, I switch.
You get hot.
I do get hot. And I get the hats start to get nasty. So you sweat a lot. In the black hats. So Matt and I went back and looked.
You sweat a lot in the summer hat. Like, I don't know why your head, my head literally never sweats. Why does
It's probably because I'm wearing a hat.
Why does yours sweat?
You need to wear a hat too, so you don't get the big C, the skin cancer.
I wear sunscreen.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't usually. But who didn't wear sunscreen and went out and worked in the garden the other day and got sunburned?
I did.
Yeah. So ruined her whole summer now, she says.
I do have a farmer stand. So, it's fading though, but I'm gonna have to wear sunscreen from here.
It's already fading though. Well, that's
a little, yeah. I mean,
the year we got married,
can't even tell.
Didn't you go out and you were doing something?
No,
outside.
we had lunch at a restaurant outside. Like sat on the. I was like, oh, it's Maine, it's gorgeous and it's beautiful. And same thing happened. I got like a farmer's tan, a short sleeve shirt and
then you were wearing a wedding dress that had.
I mean, I kind of got rid of it. I could tell, like nobody else noticed it, but
I think they photoshopped it out in the picture. So
I think I asked them to.
All right, twins. Last year we had 5 sets of twins. I've seen this question pop up a couple times. So far this year we've had 1 set of twins.
And that's really all. Like normally we have 1 or none.
Yeah, there's I can't even remember what the percentage is. It's pretty low on twins. So I did read that there was a cow, Minnesota, Wisconsin, that had triplets.
Yeah, I think dairy cows have a higher rate of
I know that's
multiples
1 in 400,000.
Yeah, for triplets.
To have triplets, yeah.
I've seen a few quadruplets.
Yeah,
over the years.
I couldn't imagine that. I mean, even the cow has to be confused at that point because they get confused with twins. I've actually sat there and watched cows have twins and they have one calf.
So freaked out.
And then it's like, wait a minute, nope. Then they have another calf. And that really, now could you imagine 4? This cow's got to be like, what am I, a clown car?
I mean, how do they
These things just keep on coming out.
I don't know.
4, 8, the octo cow. Has there been an octo cow?
I think 4 is probably the most.
Is the octo mom still a thing?
Well, I mean, she's still alive.
Yeah, I know, but obviously not in the news anymore.
Kids.
Yeah. So
We don't weigh the calves at birth, Randy, so, you know.
They average about 75 pounds is what we're looking for.
You can kind of look at them and tell. But
We've weighed it. We had that one big one, number 2 came in. That was almost a 90. That was a 90-pound calf. The other one that we brought in was a 40-pound calf, and that one passed away. And then
so somewhere between 40 and 80 pounds.
Yeah, 13 that we brought in was that twin, and that one weighed 60 pounds, which is actually pretty good for a twin. A 60-pound twin, I'm actually happy with that.
Yeah.
She was carried around 120 pound a calf at least. So.
And usually when twins bigger.
Usually, yeah, and it's kind of weird, but usually the mom will pick out that bigger twin and be happy with that one. So.
Where'd you get your shirt? I think Boot Barn.
I think at Boot Barn, if I remember right. Yeah, so I think I got it at Boot Barn, I believe.
I think I got it.
I don't even know. I think you bought it, actually.
I got it from Boot Barn.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Like you buy your own clothes.
I buy my own clothes occasionally.
That's the last time you bought a shirt.
I don't know. It's been a while since I bought a shirt. So,
Steve, what happened to your pigs? Well, they turned into bacon.
Yeah, that's what happens to them. We do have some more piglets coming soon, hopefully.
I gotta finish that. Larry, if you're watching, I will get in touch with you.
Larry lives in Torrington. He's our dealer, our pig dealer. He deals in the bacon seeds, and we're gonna hopefully get down there and pick up another 10 or so?
Yeah, probably.
Again? Yeah.
Thank you, Boater36, for the super chat. We appreciate it.
$2 super chat. Thank you very much, Boater36. Mackenzie Smith wants to know, Erin, what is your favorite thing about the farm life? I feel like somebody just asked us this question the other day.
Yeah. Yesterday.
What was your answer?
No, you answered it.
Did I answer it? Well, you answer it this time, though, because I don't remember what I said. And they didn't ask me. They said, hey, Erin.
I just I do love being outside. Like in the summertime, this is probably like the first job that I've had that's been like an outside job. And man, I love being outside. The sunburn actually occurred because I just went outside to like open up the high tunnel, and I was like, oh, it's too gorgeous. Like I'm staying out. Like I had planned to stay inside and actually do some transplanting, which is still not done. But I enjoy being outside. I love the ability to pick and choose what we do every day. Obviously there's stuff that has to be done some days, but for the most part we get to pick and choose what we want to do. We're our own bosses, which comes with tons of freedom, but also tons of responsibility. Yeah,
there's a ton of that. All right, the cow with the adopted calf, number 4, is still out there with number 13. They, so was it in, I lose track of days too. Tuesday's video,
I'm going to drink my drink with my really big straw.
I told her we should have got her one of those twisty straws, because you look like I don't know, like an 8-year-old drinking your drink with that giant straw.
I like straws.
Why do you like straws so
I don't know,
much?
I just like a straw. I don't like the ice to touch my teeth, and I like a straw. It's a reusable straw, so we're not ruining the environment.
Yeah, thank God. So anyway, so on Sunday, I think we moved, Tuesday, I don't know, one of those days, we moved number 13 and number 4, the stepmom. You're not my mom. You're not my real mom.
Not my real mom.
Out of the barn into the upper corral so that they could continue their bonding experience. Now, we had a situation happen here in the last couple days that actually they got evicted because I had to bring in another cow that's having issues. You'll learn all about her on Sunday. But we ended up moving those guys out. So they went out with the herd a little bit ahead of schedule just because I needed that space. So they surprised me. I honestly wasn't really surprised. They spent, 4 or 5 days together in the barn. They went out. They were fine. The thing with number 4, and I wish I had a picture of her that I could pull up.
People agree with me about straws. Straws are awesome. Thank you, guys.
Woo! We'll get you a t-shirt that says straw. Straw is awesome, and people will be like, straw? Like a bale of straw? Or like a straw? So basically they went out, they've been side by side every time I've checked on them, so they're doing really good.
So you're going to release them into the wild?
They're already out in the wild.
Oh,
They went out when I brought that other cow in. I kicked them out.
Did that other cow come through the upper corral?
No, but I put her in the upper corral because I wanted to let her get some food and water, and that's where that stuff was.
Oh.
Yeah. You weren't there. You missed it.
No, I wasn't there.
So we'll learn all about that on Sunday. We now have a bottle calf, and we have
don't spoil it.
Boy. And Erin's pregnant. No, I'm just kidding. We have a bottle calf and we have a very sick mom that we're dealing with. So we'll get all caught up with that on Sundays.
Matt, I'm not having another baby, so we don't need to pick out names.
Maybe a dog at some point. That might be.
I'm too old to have babies. I still have, the 3-year-old still will not get out of our bed, and I still have to wipe his butt. So I don't need to start over.
Classy.
Just the reality.
A couple quick questions. So if you were here ahead of time, which a lot of people are, they show up at what we call the green room, and you get to hang out and talk to our moderators and get to know each other, and they tell jokes, and they juggle, they do all kinds of interesting things. They're very entertaining. And so I jumped on there beforehand and basically in the little chat room like you guys are seeing now and asked for questions before we started. So one of the questions that somebody had, which I wrote down the question, I didn't write down the name and I apologize, but was asking about herbs and garlic. If you have ever grown either one of those or if you plan to do it again and if you plan to make any videos about it or whatnot.
I grow dill. I've grown a little bit of garlic. I don't have a spot to plant it in the fall that it won't get tilled, and we need to plant fall garlic here. I've grown basil, I've grown cilantro, I've grown parsley. I love to use fresh herbs, but I was just talking to Meghan the other day about this. I feel like herbs are hard for me because obviously they grow really well, but it's like you turn around and go do something else and you come back an hour later and all of a sudden they've flowered and bolted and they just require a lot of maintenance and you have to harvest them more often, and maybe potentially with the farm store because I can be harvesting more often because I'm open more days of the week, but with just a once a week farmer's market, it was difficult for me to stay on top of the herbs. They're too time consuming and delicate for my... Dill is easy. I can grow dill.
You can grow dill. Yeah, I could grow dill. And then garlic, you just decided that is not worth it.
I just don't.
I remember us doing. I had to build a box.
Yeah, and I just didn't. I didn't plant it in the fall like I should have, and we should grow hardneck garlic and plant it in the fall. My space between the two high tunnels, I'm going to do some soil rejuvenation this summer on that space, and then hopefully next year we will be doing some perennial vegetable gardening in that space between the two high tunnels. So, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, chives are easy to... I just, they don't
and
really...
basil, somebody else said basil.
I love basil, but basil flowers so fast. And I've even, tried to buy varieties that don't flower, and I just can't keep up with it to keep it from flowering. It's just too time-consuming and too needy for me. Yeah, I just don't care for it. I like to grow, one plant for us, but that's it. And it doesn't sell super well at market either, so, yeah.
Matt's ripping it up tonight. Our moderator, Matt, is he's on a roll, and I don't know if he's had a couple drinks tonight or what, but thank you, Matt, for keeping things moving. No singing at 50,000 and now no baby. I think Matt feels
I don't think we ever said that we were going to have a baby or that we were going to sing, so...
Maybe someday I'll sing, and then we can just call it good. Another question that I saw come through, this was from Bill the Tractor Man, asking about the 606, our International 606, which we use in the garden pretty much exclusively, and asking about the tiller that's behind it. And I believe that is a Land Pride tiller, and it is I'm thinking it's a 6-foot tiller, if I remember right. I think it's a 6.
Really about that?
Yeah, so that's what that is. Thank you, Bill, for that question. Then another question that came in before we even started this whole thing, because you guys are Johnny on the spot, Red Angus versus Black Angus. And this is something that really, the only time of the year that it really matters to me is during calving. And this is where I notice a huge difference between the two breeds, is their temperament when they have a calf. I rarely ever have any trouble with Red Angus. They seem to be a little bit more mellow, even when it comes to working around them or working in chutes and that kind of thing, or sorting. But during calving, if they have a calf on the ground, it kind of seems like the Black Angus are actually a little bit more protective of their calves, which tends to make them a little bit better mothers, which is good. But at the same time, if I don't want to get killed, I would much rather deal with a Red Angus cow and her calf. So it's kind of a give and take one way or the other. I mean, Angus is Angus, and they are good moms, and they do take care of their calves. But if I had a choice, I would actually prefer to deal with red bulls than black bulls.
They're still just, they're still a bull, and they're still
they still have their little things and all that kind of stuff. But that's so that's really not an answer to your question at all. But these cows are the Angus breed is a great breed, beef breed, and just if I had a choice, I would probably choose Red Bulls.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cat Price asked if this was Hobby Lobby.
I think it was. I think it was
so,
Hobby. You've probably seen it at Hobby Lobby. Yeah. Like the girl talk. Sorry, not sorry. The hashtag thing kind of blows me away. Cody threw Wyoming Life out there on his video.
We saw that.
Did he? I don't remember. I talked to Cody today, actually, on the phone.
He did last week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him. Cody's good, folks. We're actually working to work together even more. So
I wore his sweatshirt in public today.
Did you really?
I somewhat regretted my decision to wear his sweatshirt in public.
The Palpation Nation with the
I get looks. Somebody was like, "I like your sweatshirt."
Did somebody say that? Really?
Yeah, at the bank.
Where did I go the other day that I walked in and they said, "Hey, I was at the vet." I walked into the vet's office and somebody said, "Hey, you're that guy from TV." And like everybody in the whole vet's office turned around and looked at me and I was
so
like,
awkward.
Not on TV. And I was not. Luckily, I wasn't wearing Cody's shirt because that would have just been twice as bad.
Boater36, thank you for the $5 and thank you for the other one.
Thank you very much.
The $1.99. We appreciate the super chats.
Very much so.
Yeah, I like that. It's a great sweatshirt. It's super comfy. The kids like give me crap because I put it on in the evenings and like, you wear that sweatshirt every day. Well, it's warm and cozy and it's still like springtime here, so it gets cold.
I tried to explain to Grace that it was a cow puppet.
A cow puppet.
She didn't buy that. She knew exactly what was going on. No, that's not, Dad. That's not a cow puppet.
You can reach its mouth.
You can make a cow say whatever you want to say. So, Matt went and got himself a Cody T-shirt, cow puppet. Yeah, I still think he should put cow puppet on the T-shirt. Be like the Muppets. The Muppets. Didn't the Muppets?
I think he should at least like put his name on it.
But it's a conversation starter.
The
T-shirt is great for. Here we are.
You gotta like be a little like gutsy though to wear it in public.
You know what I would like to see? Well, Matt bought one. I would like to see a video of Matt walking through downtown Chicago.
Yeah.
With that T-shirt on, and I'm talking. I want to see him like in the financial district. I want to see suits and ties walking by while Matt strides down the street with a cow getting palpated. I would like to see that. Really quick question here. I saw it somewhere back here from Batty. You should put a GoPro on one of the cows or on the gator. I usually actually do keep a GoPro on the gator all the time. I'm looking at, Erin's going to yell at me here, but Cody and I had a conversation today, back to Cody, but about the GoPro session and how we might be able to mount that to a cow and have like a cow view. I just
bought like 2 GoPros in the last like 45 days, and they are not cheap.
No, they are not. So
not cheap.
I might borrow one from Cody. How's that sound?
Yeah, you can borrow one.
We were talking about GoPro sessions and how Cody uses them quite a bit, and he puts them in his mouth because they're the little square ones, and you can pop it in your mouth and use the mouth view, which is odd. So from Mark, Mike looks like John Rich from Big and Rich. I guess I've never met John Rich, so
I don't even know what he looks like.
I wouldn't know. Oh, and we got Matt in trouble. His mom is now texting him and asking him if he's drinking.
That's funny. No matter how old you are, your mom's still gonna try and bust you.
Oh yeah, totally. We see that. We see that with the cows and calves. We have, even the cows, the calves. They do start to get some. They get brave and they want to go out and do their own things. And you'll see the mom chasing a calf around. Get over here! You're not old enough to do that. Get away from that fence, or get away from that water hole, or whatever. I do get the biggest
I get
kick out of
nervous
that.
when I see him by the pond. I'm like, get away! And you don't want to go out there because then like they'll run into the pond instead of away from the pond.
Speaking of which, while Erin's talking about that, let's take a look at the live view of the ranch. This is actually the live view from the ranch webcam, which you can access on our website. And not a whole lot going on out there right now. A few cows. I actually fed back over that hill. There is a hill there. I fed back over that hill, so most of the cows are back there hanging out. These 3 that you see down here in front of the watering hole, they're actually into the mineral tubs, which we put out, a week ago or so?
Yeah,
I think.
I don't know.
They are magnesium tubs, which are good for the cows at this time of year because there's not a lot of minerals and stuff like that in the grass that they're out there chasing around and eating. So they need that magnesium, especially when they're lactating. So that's what those guys are on.
When they're milking, they can become magnesium deficient.
They actually become calcium deficient, but there is calcium in that and magnesium.
Calcium and magnesium work really
They work side by
closely
side.
together.
And older cows will have more calcium issues too.
Yeah.
So in the garden, what?
You also calcium and magnesium also work together in the garden.
Oh. Do they weed?
I wish.
It'd be nice if we had somebody that worked together in the garden besides us. Okay, moving right along. I'm just going to cruise through some questions here. We have mail call. I haven't even talked about what we're doing tonight. We've gotten this far, 26 minutes in, and you guys have no clue what the heck we're even talking about. Actually, you do. We're answering questions, but we're doing that tonight. We have mail call coming up, and we also have a little game that we're calling Erin versus Mike.
Yeah, my sheet's over there. I forgot to grab it. I'll have to get up and get it.
Was it on the printer?
No, it's just on the other side of this camera though. It's like a total obstacle course, like lights, a TV, camera. It's like really.
Lights, camera, and action.
So complainy here, but like it's difficult to like.
First world problems,
really,
kind of thing.
Very much so.
YouTuber problems, yeah.
I saw somebody say our soil is low in selenium. We are actually not selenium deficient.
Thankfully,
but
yeah.
if you do have soil low in selenium, you have to medicate your cows.
They actually make a block that's a selenium block. I can't remember what color it is. We can't even buy them here. I've never even seen them. But we get, when it comes to mineral blocks, you can get the white, which is salt, brown one, which has trace minerals, and then we also get a blue block here, which is a cobalt block, which is something that we're missing from the soil as well.
And cobalt helps their hooves stay healthy.
Yeah, helps foot rot and that kind of stuff. So. Bobby Doring asked how much the GoPros cost. So we have 2 GoPro. So someday I should do a video about what we film with and how we do it.
It's not the GoPro. It's all the accessories that come with.
No,
it
is the GoPro because that's the most expensive part. Yeah, the accessories the batteries. Obviously are expensive.
Yeah, how many GoPro? And you need batteries. We have 6 GoPro batteries.
I have 8 GoPro batteries, but they last like 45 minutes a piece. Yeah. So, but yeah, the GoPros we got were what? $400 a piece or something like that.
They're expensive. You need the clamp, and you need a case, and you need batteries, and what else do we usually get?
I don't know. I'm going to start looking at pawn shops for stuff. That's Gary. Yeah, our neighbor Gary. Hashtag everybody needs a Gary. His big thing is pawn shops. So I've got a list of stuff that I give him because he's in pawn shops all the time. He's buying tools or whatnot, and I say keep an eye out for this, this, and this.
Because now the new ones have a gimbal in them, and so you can't. We have a 3rd GoPro, but you don't ever use it. You should take it to the pawn shop.
Right.
You could sign it from Mike at our Wyoming Life. Buy our used GoPro.
Actually, I would much rather give away our used GoPro. I do. Now, this is one that I probably would never give away, but I do have. It's actually right over there. I can see it. Our original camera, the first camera that we bought, that I convinced Erin that we had to have.
Yeah.
When we started the YouTube channel, I said, let's start this YouTube channel for our farmers market business. All we have to do is buy one camera, and we'll be able to put this stuff online. So we bought the one camera. And I'll probably keep it. I'll put it on the wall. Maybe I'll put it up here someday. But it's that one camera that we started with, and I think that one was like $100 or $200.
Yeah, that was an older one. Now, which is great because we get paid from YouTube, so we're able to buy the new GoPros because we could not afford.
Thank you to you guys very much for watching the ads, which is where
and the Patreon supporters. So everybody that supports us on Patreon, we always take that money and use that for equipment upgrades. There is a ton of equipment that we have behind the scenes that you guys don't ever see.
There is. It's crazy when and this is why I need to do a video about this, because even the live stream, the software that we use to live stream is ridiculous. And you've got lights over here, and you've got a TV back here so we can see your comments. We have obviously a computer that runs the whole thing. We've got a camera in front of us.
We're on our 2nd computer too.
Yeah. So, anywho, so this is the stuff that all goes into this, and the mixer and microphones and wireless mics and all this kind of stuff. And that's all thanks to you guys, because without you guys we wouldn't be able to do it. So everybody that's asking about the cameras, they're a necessary evil at this point. So it's kind of one of those things. Dennis asked if we've ever had a calf, ever had a first calf heifer attack and try to kill her calf. You know, if I haven't really noticed it. I do see a lot of like nervous first-time heifers.
We had a heifer squid. I remember it was up here, and then when we had that alley, we've had them lay on them, but not like an aggressive heifer.
Yeah, I think that we've had a lot of accidents in that aspect. We did have a few years ago. We had the heifers were locked up here in about 3 acres where I was trying to calve them out, and we had a storm come in, and they all crowded up into one corner. And we had a calf. They unfortunately got crushed.
And you had a calf crushed this year too.
I did
in the middle of the field. I mean, they just sometimes
accidents happen.
Yeah.
And we didn't show this on the channel, and I didn't even video it. It's just it was just one of those things that I rolled up on, and it almost automatically knew what happened. Like, you know, you have a crushed calf. You know, mom stood up, stepped on a calf.
Our mom laid down and laid on top of the calf too.
Something along those lines. So it does happen. So you know, there's a lot of questions coming up about YouTube, and you know, I guess we could answer some. You want to go down that road?
Well, we should do mail call, and then we can do
hey,
some,
we're missing something. Yeah, let's.
So, yeah, so like YouTube questions, like we're gonna do mail call, and then if you guys have like YouTube specific questions about YouTube, we can answer those after mail call.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, time for mail call. I still have to build my catapult. You know,
you gotta build me a store and then a chicken house.
The chicken house also on the list. Yeah, we'll talk about that as well. So obviously we're still doing the license plate thing. I know that that's kind of gotten a little bit put on the back burner. We don't talk about it as much.
You guys just keep sending license plates.
Keep on sending your license plates. We are still filling up our license plate wall with more and more plates as we go. So if you would like to see your plate on the wall, you can definitely send us your plates, and we will get them up there. We're not too worried about having duplicate states. That's totally fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. So we can do that. And
it's so big.
There's a bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch of plates up there. Somebody asked me what states you're missing.
Oh gosh.
I think we need to sit down and like actually go through and figure out. I know we're missing Rhode Island. I know we're missing that one, but there's like 8 people in Rhode Island, right? So one of them might watch.
I mean, we have a Wyoming plate, and there's less people in Wyoming than anywhere.
We have a lot of Wyoming plates. Yeah, there's quite a few. So, so anyway, this week we received plates. I've got a list here from Stanley in Garden City, Missouri. We also got plates from Gene Radke in Pierce, Arizona, who apparently. And I didn't realize this until I started going through the plates, because Gene sent us a stack of plates, right? So I started going through the plates, and each one had a different name on it. So I'm thinking he must have went around his neighborhood or went to local farms or whatever he did, and each plate was from a different person. So there was plates in there from Hazel, Brenda, Trudy, Mary. Jean had some plates in there, so that was very cool. Thank you very much, Jean. I don't know if you're here tonight, but if you are, thank you very much. And of course, you can always catch us on the replay, so maybe you'll see it then. Jason Gleason from Coldwater, Michigan. We got a plate from him. And then also, I wanted to talk about this really quick. This is another sign. Now, William Dunn made us a sign that we had in the last live stream, and that sign actually went on the...
It's on the farm store.
It's on the farm store. This one was sent to us by Mark in North Carolina, and a very awesome sign. This one I decided that we're going to put it right there on the project list. It's actually right where you can see it in plain view, right there on the project list next to our smaller license plates and stuff like that. So
you're like running out of project list board room.
Yeah, that's about all I can put there, but it's going to be, you know, obviously we have a lot of wall left, so we're still filling up the wall. Some very cool plates in there, including, you know, we've got horse-drawn carriage plates, we've got police plates, we've got firefighter plates. I think that's, it's just a great representation of the folks that are watching what we're doing and making a connection to it. So thank you everybody that's sending in plates. It's a very, for me it's a visual representation of subscribers. I mean, obviously we can see you guys here, we can see names and stuff like that, but actually having something, every time I walk in the shop I'm like, hey, there's a couple hundred subscribers that are looking at me, kind of thing. So thank you very much for that, guys. We also got a few little trinkets from Dave and Tammy.
Yep.
They sent they took a trip to Harbor Freight for me. We don't have a Harbor Freight around
I hear
here.
we're getting a Harbor Freight.
I hear we are too.
With Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, so they got me a magnetic paper towel holder for the shop.
Which is always helpful.
Which is always helpful. And then also a magnetic glove and tissue dispenser. I carry latex gloves in the Gator with me at all times, so we thought this might be handy to hold that box so it's not bouncing around the Gator. So we're working on that.
All right.
All right.
And
Other
then,
mail call type stuff somewhere in here. Pony Express Rider pack stuff in weird places. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this? You know, thank you for sending us this stuff. If you'd like to see your stuff featured during mail call, all I have to do is just mail it to P.O. Box 667, Gillette, Wyoming, 82717. And we try to get everything that we get in to mail call. Sometimes there is stuff that doesn't make it. And
for the most part, everything does make it.
For the most part, we try to squeeze everything in. So this is from Aggie, and I cannot, for the life of me, because I threw away the envelope, cannot remember where Aggie is from. But Aggie sent us a bunch of stuff, and she sent stuff for the kids, which was a huge, the kids loved it. Because she actually wrote them a little letter.
Oh yeah, she wrote a huge she wrote each kid a letter, which was super nice, and we read it to them as they were opening.
Right, exactly. So the kids got a chance to open their stuff from Aggie. Mackenzie got a...
Look at Grace's little silly face there.
Mackenzie got an M&M bag because she's really interested in becoming an M&M farmer. She also got some Swedish fish, and Grace got a blow-up hopper thing and some Jelly Bellies.
Ball things, yeah.
Lincoln was a little bit more difficult to try to take a picture of, but Aggie sent him a little speedboat and a airplane toy.
Yeah, which he plays with both of them in the bathtub.
But honestly, like, the toys really weren't what was impressive. I think it was the letter itself and being able to explain to Mackenzie and Grace and even Lincoln that, you know, people care about what they're doing and how they do it, and very impressive. So thank you, Aggie, very much. She's a sweet lady who really did make our day. And she also sent a bunch of these hand warmers, which I'm going to save for this fall. Yeah, these things you can, I think, I've never used one before in my life. I think you like crack them open some way, and then you can put them inside your gloves or your boots or stuff them down your pants or whatever you're going to do, and keep yourself warm. So
yeah, we'll try those out this winter. So.
Yeah, maybe
there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's a stack.
I can send some with you. This is from Connie in Long Lake, Minnesota. Connie sent us a nice little card, watched your show on YouTube tonight, and I subscribed, which is very nice. If you are watching, please subscribe. I know that most of you guys probably are because you're getting notifications to come here. But if you do subscribe, that actually does help us out. You guys are good people. Sweet show. God bless Connie.
Thank you, Connie.
That means more than anything to us, just the fact that you know, people acknowledge what we're trying to do and what we're trying to get out there. So also, oh, this one, yeah.
One more.
Now, this is interesting because I have never seen maple that has been tapped directly from the tree and not filtered or whatnot.
Keith from Lone Rock, Wisconsin, tapped his own maple trees, and his daughter gave him the ideas to send some river syrup to us. Little taste of Wisconsin.
So this is Wisconsin maple, and one of the things that's really cool, and I've never seen this before, but it actually, let's see if you guys can see this, but it really does crystallize on the bottom of the jar. It's like honey, yeah. But I mean, it's like rock crystal. And I don't know if that, how you get rid of that or what you do.
I don't know, just eat it.
Just eat it, yeah. But thank you very much. And that's from Keith in Lone Rock, Wisconsin. Thank you very much, Keith. So that is mail call. I think that's it.
Yeah,
that's everything I got, right? Cool. All right.
All right, you guys have YouTube specific questions. We can answer those. Store's coming along just fine, Josh. Working on electrical, and Mike has got the rock work done out front. And,
right, I'm waiting for capstone.
Yeah.
Or crushed concrete so that we can cap it and make it handicap accessible and do all that kind of stuff. Yep. So that's all coming up. The adopted calf from Tim, he's doing great. Or she, he. I get confused so fast. I think it's a
No.
girl. I'm not. No, it's a he. It's a boy. The twins are boys. Yeah, they're doing great. They're out there and doing their thing. So, Mike, do you know who Bob Ross is? And if so, are you a fan?
Everyone know who
It's
Bob
funny.
Ross
It's
is?
funny how a lot of people compare me to Bob Ross.
You're not Bob Ross.
First of all, I don't have a big afro.
Well, you don't paint happy little trees.
I would paint happy. I remember, so I watched a lot of Bob Ross as a kid. I remember watching Bob Ross, and I don't know why. It's one of those things that you watched, even if you had no interest in painting.
I think we all had PBS with the rabbit ears at one point in our lives. So
Wrapped in tinfoil. Yeah.
somebody wants to know, where did it go? Rebecca. Oh wait, no. Somebody asked how long it takes to edit. I can't find it, so I can't.
How long does it take to edit? So the general rule.
Oh, there it is. Jeffrey Monty. How long does it take to edit?
So it depends on the video, of course. So I'll basically lay out how things work usually. So Tuesdays. So we don't really film in advance. You can catch a lot of YouTubers that do a thing called batch filming, where they can go out and film a whole bunch of stuff in one day, and then edit it into a bunch of different videos. We don't do that, mostly because I'm not talented enough to do it, I guess. But so we film in one day. We usually edit the same day. So sometimes I'll film on Monday. So let's start with like Tuesday's video. It comes out Tuesday at 5 p.m. our time. So I'll film on Monday, part of Tuesday. I have to be done filming on Tuesday by, I don't know what, 11 o'clock, noon, somewhere around there. And then I can start editing. So those videos usually take anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to edit. Calving season is really kind of, if you notice, my videos have actually been late here lately, just because calving season does throw a wrench in things. So I start editing, and then I have to stop in the middle and go out and check cows and deal with the calf or whatever. So usually those kind of videos. So we're looking at like Tuesdays and Thursdays. Erin's videos, 4 hours, maybe 5 hours to edit, something like that. The Sunday video, which comes out, can take a lot longer. And I don't know why it is. I don't know if because I have more time that I can, tweak and tinker with it. But so we're usually, there's been times that I've been filming up to 11 o'clock at night on Saturday night.
You're a horrible procrastinator. Like, you just put things off to like the very last minute.
I'm not a procrastinator.
Yes, you are.
I'm a deadline monger. If I have a deadline, I work within that deadline. So
trying to get you to
I know that I have a video that's due out at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So sometimes I'm filming up until 11 o'clock at night on Saturday. And then I'm editing until 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, 4 or 5. Well, really, I don't know if I've ever went as late as 5 o'clock in the morning. I know I've hit 4 a few times. Yeah. And so then I knock that out, and that's how it works. I mean, so sometimes I'm editing. Usually I wait until kids go to bed. So I'm editing by 8, 9 o'clock, and then done by 3. So let's say I have 6 hours of editing.
That took you like an hour
video.
to answer that question.
It didn't take an hour. I was watching the clock. I think that question deserves an answer.
What editing program do you use?
I use Adobe Premiere Pro mostly, and sometimes After Effects if I'm doing something special. Is Erin drinking whiskey through a straw? That is a darn good question. What are you drinking through a straw?
Malibu rum.
You're drinking rum through a straw, like
I always do.
Like a pirate.
Like if you go someplace and you order, like every time I go to a restaurant and order a drink, it comes with a straw.
It comes with a little bar straw, not like a giant candy straw.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you those curly straws.
Reusable straw, so I don't kill the sea turtles. Although I feel like if I dispose of my straw properly, it's not my fault that it ends up in the ocean. But I'm being environmentally conscientious here.
What happens when you have to throw this thing away?
I don't know. It's a bigger piece of glass.
Is that not an issue?
We will never throw this away.
You melt it down and turn it into a car. This straw will eventually become a Tesla.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. This straw will eventually become a Tesla at some point.
Would you quit dripping it on me? How many times have you crashed your drone?
How many times have I crashed it?
A few.
So I'm on my second drone.
It didn't die because of a crash, though.
It may have. I'm not exactly sure what the cause of death was on that one.
Scroll down, and then we're going to answer a couple more questions, and then I have to go get my trivia sheet.
Did you say sheets?
Sheet.
Okay. Making sure we don't have to change the rating on the whole thing.
I've seen this question a lot. What's growing in the high tunnel? Right now I've got cabbage, broccoli, spinach, radishes, beets, carrots, and 200 heads of lettuce and some kale. Tomatoes and peppers have not gone out yet. We're still a few weeks away from that. And outdoor planting happens May 10th. Between May 10th and like May 25th is when I try and do all the outdoor planting, depending on the temperature and stuff. So I still need to clean out the outdoor garden and stuff.
There's a lot of work left.
There's a lot of work to do.
If anybody's driving through the area and doesn't have anything to do for a couple days, feel free to stop by and give us a hand. Aaron Branch asked if we've ever used a vet gun. I actually have a vet gun, which was given to me last year. A little bit late for me to be able to use it, so I'm hoping to be able to use it this year. If anybody doesn't know what that is, it's basically a paint gun. The paint balls hold medicine, whether it's ivermectin, which is for mites, or sometimes it's fly control. I'm not sure what all you can get for it, but we'll probably end up using that sometime this summer for fly control. So.
Iron L Ranch, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Keith asked a very good question here. Why don't you go get your thing and I'll answer Keith's question. Is a bottle calf worth the investment?
Excuse me.
Excuse you. It's like trying to get through it on an airplane. All right. That's a really good question, if a bottle calf. So bottle calves are a giant pain when it comes to your labor, of course. But also you have milk that you're going to have to put into it. So unless you have some way to get that milk, they're going to probably cost you more than what you have into them.
Now, if it's a heifer and you can keep her and she's not a twin and you can keep her, like, it's okay.
It does work out okay. And there's a lot of different issues that, if you're raising it for meat, then yeah, maybe that's worthwhile. You just have to do the math yourself and what your, what's the word I'm looking for?
Investment?
Well, what you can put into it that's not going to cost you money. So if you can, find some way to feed it, without costing yourself as much,
and if you've got, we should really have a milk cow, and so you can throw another calf on a milk cow really easily. We just never have picked a milk cow up along the way. I don't know. We talk about it every spring. Like, we should have a milk cow, and we don't. We wouldn't milk the cow, but just use it to raise bums. But yeah. I've seen all kinds of cheats, like how to raise bottle calves cheaply, use this use goat milk, powdered milk. I even see, can you finish a calf on whole milk from the grocery store, especially close to expired milk from the grocery store if you can get it. There's different ways to do it. Whatever you put into that calf is going to affect growth and the finished product. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For fly control, I've seen that question pop up a few times. We usually use dust bags, but this year we're going to be branching out a little bit and trying some new things, including the vet gun for fly control and some proactive fly control, which I need to start yesterday.
Because the flies are already out. Just a few flies, but they're
very few. But yeah, we do need to get rolling on that.
I've seen a lot. Are we getting more chickens? Yes. I don't have a ship date. More chickens coming from Cackle Hatchery soon, and then 10 chickens and 5 peacocks coming in July.
Right, yeah, baby peacocks. Mm-hmm. And Jesus, who's always worried about beef jerky, wants to know when the beef. I think I get an email a week from Jesus.
Did you grain the steers today?
I did grain the steers today. They are, they're getting there. I think we're probably about a month out, maybe, on it.
We're pretty close that I can call and get a processing date, because we're usually 4 to 6 weeks out on processing, but they're just not quite ready yet. So,
exactly.
Cackle Hatchery is great. I've ordered from them for years. Always really great.
Exactly. Kyle, yes, we are using milk replacer most of the time. Stickers, I just saw a question pop. I'm going to let you get to your thing here.
Okay, we're going to do garden and trivia.
We do have stickers available. You can. Trying to think of the easiest way. I think stickers are available on Teespring.com.
And our website. They're on our website.
Are they on our website?
Yeah, they're on our website.
You can order a sticker on our website?
Yeah, you can order a sticker on our website.
Awesome. Very cool. Also, if you order anything on our website, I usually throw stickers into the package.
We need to. So, all of our, speaking of the website, and then we'll do trivia. All of our stuff right now with this logo on it is on sale, except for probably the sticker, because it's only $5.
Oh yeah, everything is on sale.
Yeah. So our glasses, we're not buying new. You can't really see it. We're not buying new glasses with the new logo till I get rid of these. And so coffee mugs and hats and all that stuff with the old logo is all on sale. We have some T-shirts and sweatshirts and clothing with the new logo, but I'm not investing in new merchandise till we get rid of all the rest.
Right.
So, because it'll just sit if we don't get rid of it now. So it's all on sale. So
Jesus says he's trying not to bug you about the
no,
beef
it's
jerky.
fine.
It's totally fine.
Bug him.
We're actually bugging you, Jesus, because he doesn't send us an email.
You need to bug
very rarely.
Mike because he needs to remember to grain the steers every day because we need them fat so we can butcher them.
Beef jerky is actually really lean, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to do garden trivia.
All right, before we get into this, this is a new thing that we started. Now, if you've caught our websites in the past, we tend to alternate. So we have guests that come on. We have some very interesting guests coming up, by the way. Those are like every other week. And then what we're doing, we kind of started this new Erin versus Mike thing where we can quiz each other on what we know and what we don't know. Now, tonight, we're not only quizzing each other, but we're also quizzing you. So I've got 2 hats here. These are the Wyoming Life hats. One is the trucker cap, one is the standard ball cap, and stickers. What Matt is going to do, Matt is one of our moderators. He's our hall monitor, and he's going to keep track of who's answering along with us. And if you're answering along with us, Matt is going to choose 2 random winners to win hats and stickers at no cost from us. Now here's the rub. We have no way of contacting you, so if you are a winner, you have to send us an email and say, hey, I won. If you didn't win, don't send me an email and say, hey, I won, because we'll know that you're trying
Matt's going to give us your name.
Matt's gonna do that for us. And so your chance here is to win some of these hats. Be sure to hit that like button as we're moving along. I just saw April said there's 500 people watching and only 200 likes.
What the heck, man?
Very, very disappointed. Actually, that like button does help. And I wouldn't have known this if, I'm going to let you get to your thing.
Yeah, hurry up.
I wouldn't have known this if you hit that like button. What that does is that tells other people that are watching YouTube, that are watching the same kinds of videos that you're watching, that they might want to watch what we're doing.
It helps the algorithm. That's just
Right.
an easier way to explain it. It helps the
I don't
algorithm.
like the word algorithm. I don't even know how to spell algorithm. Why would I use the word algorithm?
Okay, let's
Ask
do
me a
some
question
trivia.
about your garden.
All right.
All right, play along, people. Here we go. We're going to win.
This first
I'm going to win
question-
myself a hat. Maybe a cup.
Have a hat. This first question is true or false? A perennial.
True. No.
Okay. A perennial is a plant that lives for more than 1 year.
True, because an annual is, they die every year.
Yeah. Good job.
Right. All right, play
Okay.
along, guys.
What is the best location in your garden to plant tall or climbing plants?
The best location in your garden?
This is important.
Really? Tall or climbing plants should go.
Now, you guys can't look at the screen.
they're actually answering the last question. So what we're seeing is a little bit back. Okay, now they're answering this question. In the dirt. No, that's a good answer though, because technically that's right. I'm going to say north side.
Yes, absolutely. North side.
Really?
Yeah, if you plant your tall plants on the south side, it's going to shade. So if you want to grow something that requires more shade, plant it north of the.
No, I'm going to disagree with you on this one. I'm going to call it because we have people watching from all over the world.
Okay, well,
So if you live in South America and you live in Brazil,
if you're north of the equator.
okay, you have to clarify.
All right. What does NP?
Because somebody's going to call us from Brazil and be like, "Hey, you killed my entire garden because you told me to put my corn on the north side." Just saying. I don't want to be liable for that.
What does NPK stand for on fertilizer labels?
NPK, that would be nitrogen, potassium, and K is ketamine? I don't know what K is.
Nitrogen, phosphorus.
Phosphorus.
And K is potassium.
K is potassium.
Okay.
All right. You guys are way smarter than I am because they're all the answers. We should turn off the TV when we're doing this.
Right,
See, I've
we
got a
should.
remote somewhere here. We can actually.
No, it's
All right.
okay.
You
Just
sure?
don't look
Okay.
at it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Ask me another one. How many questions do you have here?
A few. When a plant has beautiful, lush foliage,
Foliage,
leaves,
leaves.
but no fruit, the plant has an overdose of what?
The plant. Okay, so the plant has lots of green stuff.
Beautiful
lots
green.
of leaves.
It's a beautiful plant, but it's not producing any fruits or vegetables.
So like an apple tree.
What does it have too much of? Not so much apple. Don't think trees. Think vegetables.
Think vegetables.
Think a tomato. Don't look at.
Sorry, you guys are helping me cheat here.
Hurry up.
Too much nitrogen.
Yes.
I think I might have saw that, actually. I saw it pop up about 300
right.
times. That one's a wash. I cheated. I'm sorry. See, I need to turn off the monitor.
Nitrogen grows things on top of the ground. Phosphorus helps your roots, and potassium makes your plant overall healthy and resistant to
I knew it was one of the
bugs.
NPK things.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember what K was.
All right, so what is the best level of soil pH for most plants?
7.
I have some answers for
you. This is like multiple choice. Okay.
2.5 to 3.5.
No, that's too low.
3.5 to 5.5.
No.
5.5 to 7.5.
Yes.
Yes, you are right.
Look at that.
Unless you're growing like blueberries and they want it more acidic, so like 3.5 to 5.5. And there are some things that want in that 8 to 9 range.
Did you write these questions, or did you just find these on the internet?
Well, I found some on the internet. All right, blossom end rot on tomatoes.
Gosh, look at all these smart people.
I know, you guys are super smart.
People are way smarter than I am.
What is blossom end rot caused by on tomatoes?
Oh, I know this because we spray them with calcium.
Yeah, it's a calcium. It's also
calcium deficiency, right?
It's also a magnesium deficiency within your soil too.
We should get them lick tubs. If we put a lick tub in the garden, the tomatoes could come over and lick the tub.
If you have lots of calcium in your soil, but you still have blossom end rot, you actually have you don't have enough magnesium, or you have too much water, and that makes the calcium unavailable to the plants due to the lack of magnesium and being waterlogged. It's very technical.
Can we get you some teacher glasses when you say that kind of stuff?
All right. What time of the day is the best time to water your vegetable garden?
Oh, hell, I don't know. There's a time of the day that's the best to do it? Well, I imagine it's not like at high noon because the sun is beating down and that's not good. So it's either morning or night, dawn or dusk, and nobody really wants to get up that early, right? So I'm going to say dusk.
Wrong. You should water right before sunrise.
You don't water right before sunrise.
Yeah, I do. I start watering at 4 a.m.
Oh, because you have timers.
Yes.
So technically, okay, so you're cheating. You're laying in bed.
I'm not cheating. Everybody buy a timer. You can buy them at your local hardware store. It makes things so much easier. Yes, you want your leaves to dry as quickly as possible if you're overhead watering so that you don't develop things like powdery mildew and funguses, and you want your foliage dry.
So why can't you water them before, like right after nightfall?
Well, because it's going to just sit there all night because it's not going to evaporate in the dark.
Okay, you guys are way smarter than me.
All right. What is the difference between a fruit and a vegetable?
Seeds. Something to do with seeds. I've heard this before.
Yeah.
I've heard this before. So it's, oh crap. It's something to do with the seeds, like seeds on the inside, seeds on the outside, or some goofy thing. So,
you're pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, it's like where the seeds are located. One of them, the seeds are located in Albuquerque, and the other ones, the seeds are located in Toledo.
All right, you want the official answer?
I don't know the answer for sure, but it has something to do with seeds and where they're located.
Okay, botanically, fruits and vegetables are classified depending on which part of the plant they come from. A fruit develops from the flower of a plant, while the other parts of the plant are categorized as vegetables. So like root crops, there's no flower to get a beet. So that's a vegetable.
Beets don't flower?
No, beets don't flower.
Well, how do they reproduce? How do they make more baby
They're
beets?
They're a vegetable.
How do they make baby beets?
They're a biannual seeder, so that it takes 2 years for them to produce a seed.
Okay, but like a potato...
That's a whole different thing, though.
Okay, but like a potato eventually will make a little flower, right?
Yes.
Make more baby potatoes.
But the potato doesn't come from the flower. Zucchini. Think zucchini.
Zucchinis have flowers.
Yes. All right. Fruits contain seeds, while vegetables consist of roots, stems, and leaves.
Is that a question?
Yeah, no, that's the difference between a fruit and a vegetable. Okay, so now that we know this...
Oh my gosh, now there's a follow-up question?
Is a pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
Oh, crap. I should have paid attention to the first part. Something to do with seeds on the inside and the outside. I have a 50-50 shot at this, right?
Fruits contain seeds, while vegetables consist of roots, stems, and leaves.
So it has seeds on the inside, so it's a fruit.
Yeah.
So pumpkin is a fruit?
A pumpkin is a fruit.
Who would have thunk it?
All right, here are some other fruits commonly mistaken for vegetables, but they're actually fruit. Winter squash, avocados, cucumbers, peppers, eggplants, olives are...
Eggplants are fruits?
Yeah, there's seeds on the inside. Olives are fruit. Pumpkins, pea pods, zucchini, and tomatoes are all fruits.
I knew a tomato was a fruit.
Yeah, everyone knows a tomato.
I hate tomatoes. That it?
Yeah.
Did I win?
You did pretty good.
I did okay. Matt, let us know who won. Give us 2 names, and you can actually text them to me, Matt, and I will have my phone here on standby. Oh, wait a minute, maybe he already did. Boy, he's just on top of it. No, he sent me a picture of Bob Ross. So
I did not.
I have to say this is Matt's photoshopping skills. That's not Bob Ross. That's me with an afro.
That's pretty funny.
Do I have to show that to everybody now? Let's see if you guys can see that. So Matt, our moderator, apparently needs more moderating. Do I need to back it up a little bit?
Oh, now it's dark.
Screwed it up.
Oh, your phone went off.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. So that's Mike Ross there.
We should definitely put
Matt needs more to do, apparently, during live streams, if he can do that.
We should definitely put that on Facebook. Matt.
We need to, Matt. Okay.
You did good on the vegetable.
I did good.
Questions.
Here's something I'd like to talk about really quick. Tammy just answered morning.
Tammy, why are you so far behind?
So apparently they are experiencing some sort of lag there. And Tammy says that Matt needs a hobby, which is very true.
Yeah.
So, Matt, very good job. Thank you very much. But yeah, now I need some winners, man. So throw them my way.
All right,
here.
we'll answer a few more questions while we wait for.
I think Matt might be rolling on the floor laughing right now. Very, very well could be. So put that on a T-shirt. I'm pretty sure Bob Ross's estate would probably sue me if I put that on a T-shirt.
I don't know. I see Bob Ross memes all the time. Maybe not on a T-shirt, but
actually, I was reading about Bob Ross here lately because I have that kind of time when I'm sitting out there watching cows have calves. And one of the really cool things that
the cows have cats.
Calves.
You said cats.
Did I say
you
calves?
also said to me the other day, I've got 2 tags that I need to calve.
I get a little tired at times.
Oh, yeah, there was a super chat. Thank you, Christy.
Oh, thank you very much.
I think I told you, if you can get those 2 tags to make some calves, that seems like a prosperous business opportunity for us.
Oh, Mr. J.B. Weld, Mike needs to go on Jeopardy calving for 500.
Thank you, J.B. Weld. Thanks, Christy, too, for the reminder. Appreciate that.
I was reading this stuff about Bob Ross, and one of the really cool things that I found out about him was he did have a show on PBS and received tons of fan mail. But he formed connections with his fans. And I guess in one instance, he didn't hear from a fan for quite a while. And he actually sent them a letter and said, "Hey, are you okay? I haven't heard from you." And it turned out the lady had actually passed away. And but his family got it, or the lady's family got it. And it was just
like my second year at farmers market, I had the sweetest old lady that would come every day, like before 8 o'clock, and she'd stand in line to wait until we opened at 8 o'clock, and she would buy a ton of vegetables. And she was always so thankful, and she's like, "Thank you for growing these. I just can't garden anymore." And she came for one season, and I never saw her again. Mm-hmm. And I didn't ever I think she maybe told me her name, but I didn't know her last name. And I always wondered what had happened to her. And she could have maybe moved, but I was just always worried about what had happened to her, so.
Matt just told me to check my phone, and apparently Matt needs to hit send because I do not have any winners yet. Sorry, guys. We're still holding out for winners, but we do have winners on the way. A couple hats to give away to those of you that participated. Was that fun? I really do want to know if folks enjoy that kind of thing. If you guys like that, then we can keep doing that because I thought it was fun.
I thought it was
more
fun.
than anything. But we have some hats to give away to you guys for playing along. So
I don't know what our next. Well, you get to come up.
Next time I get to come up with something. What did I do last? I did like cow trivia or something along those lines.
Did you send it to his phone, Matt?
Are you sure you're hitting send? Because I'm not getting it. I have a picture of Bob Ross, Mike Ross. I can't believe you did that. That's insane.
I'm going to put that on Facebook.
Are you real? It's on my phone, so unless Matt sends it to you, which now he'll do because now he knows I won't share it with you.
You're going to give it to me. Matt, I need that picture.
Can we see the hats up closer? These hats are actually available on our website.
On sale right now.
They are on sale. They're I think they're like $4 or $5 off a piece or something like that.
I don't remember.
One of them is a trucker hat, obviously, and then we have the regular ball cap. I think normally they're like $14 a piece. I think they're down to like $12 a piece or something like that. So you can get them on our website. And then also those are going to go out with stickers.
There's the text.
All right, there we go. Really, Matt? All right. Bartholomew and April Keller, you guys are both the winners of these hats. So what you're going to have to do is send us an email.
Can we get the email address up there, please, moderators?
Yeah, send it to mail@ourwyominglife.com. Let us know that you won and give us your info.
Send him to Dennis.
You know what's funny is I just got a text from Dennis that says, why the hell is Matt texting me these weird names? Matt has been drinking. All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up for the night.
Winners, send us an email so we can get your address and we can get those sent out to you. If you don't send us if you don't contact us, I'm not sending you a hat because I don't know I can't contact you. YouTube does not give us that option.
Right.
So.
Exactly. So thank you very much, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to our moderators, except for Matt, who have really been helping us out tonight. Matt really hasn't been helping us much.
Butch.
Oh,
that's
not the other word you sent, because that's what I saw was it's Butch Bartholomew, not the other word that Matt sent me. And April Keller, thank you very much for playing. And of course, we want to know, is Matt using a straw? And if not, we will send you some of Erin's colorful candy cane straws to use for your drinks. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight, man. This has been a lot of fun. Next week, Erin will be back with a video on Thursday, but the following Thursday, we will have a guest here with us, hopefully from across the pond. And if you don't know what that means, that means
pond
not that pond. I'm talking about the big pond,
check the webcam.
Atlantic Ocean
Can you put the webcam up one more time?
Somebody wants to check the webcam?
I want to check the webcam.
Oh, you want to check
Let's check the cows real quick.
Check on the cows, see what they're doing out there. Those same three are still standing at the lick barrels. We do have this cow that's standing up here close to us. And if you're not following us or a Patreon at this point, you can get access to this webcam. You can become a Patreon, just $1 a month. And that's really, we're trying to cover the cost of this thing because it is kind of expensive to have this thing up here. But you can actually subscribe to this webcam. The cows are all gone right now, but usually I feed up closer to this webcam. And we've seen, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 calves born on the webcam. In fact, our live stream that we did, I'm trying to think, last Saturday was just to the right of that pond was where that calf was born.
Yeah, that took you a long time.
I was trying to think. Plus, I had to hiccup at the same time. So
stuff on sale on the website, ourwyominglife.com. Head over to Patreon. Get yourself access to the webcam. The cows are only going to be here for about another month, and then they will be gone to summer pasture. So.
Right. We are planning on keeping a few cows. I don't know if I've really talked to you about this, but I would like to keep a few cows home because we have the ranch roundup coming up in August. I would like people to be able to meet a few cows that are close to home, and I don't have to bring them back.
We don't have grass.
That's true. That might be an issue. That's totally an issue. The geese are on the pond.
Oh, I see them walking. Put up the webcam one more time. I'm going to point at it, and you're not going to be able to see it.
It's right there. Can't you see it? I can see it right there. Can you see the geese out there?
Yeah, there's two little white dots on the left-hand.
You know what I can do here that's kind of interesting, and I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to play with it.
Oh gosh, you're going to break it.
No,
that's the sky.
I can zoom, and then I can, hold on. Sorry guys, messing with stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, here we go.
Over.
Which way? That way? I don't see any geese on the pond.
No, they're not on the pond, they were walking.
Oh, well, you need to tell me that stuff.
Right there. There they are. There's the geese.
Yeah, there they are. That's something cool that I didn't know I could do. See, look at this. I'm learning as we go.
So there's 3 geese. There's 2 Chinese white, and there's it's not an African gray, the other gray goose that you see commonly for sale, like at Cackle Hatchery.
A gray goose?
I don't know what it's called. I don't remember.
I didn't know I could do this. So
there's the geese.
JB Weld, miss most. I see this is a good point about us just hanging out and BSing for a little bit because JB's going to jump back in here with a super chat. Miss most of the live stream, but I hope you guys have a successful rest of calving season. Great content as always.
Thank you.
G-night, y'all.
G-night.
G-night. So anyway, that's it for us for tonight. Thanks to everybody for coming and hanging out. Branding, Kyle, is coming up in June. We will probably live stream that. If I can figure it out, I'm going to try to live stream it in 360-degree view.
We don't have a 360 camera.
I'm going to figure this out. I'm working with GoPro.
Yes,
We're going
it's
to make things happen.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. It's a great, I don't know how to say that. Tulales.
Tulles? Goose? Jim knows. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is.
Anything else you want to add before we split?
Oh, I also ordered ducks, too. They were out of geese already.
You didn't get any geese? You got ducks?
I waited too long.
All right,
Ducks
guys.
coming, though.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks to our moderators once again. Bill, the tractor guy, William Dunn here hanging out with us. Matt Fensel, of course, who's going to get just a ration of crap as soon as we get done here, so I'm going to call him. And anything else? Nothing else we need to add. We have a video coming out on Sunday where you're going to actually see how important calving is all about the calves, but also the cows. And obviously we have to make sure that the cows are okay as well. So we're going to be doing some big work with a cow and her calf, and that's all coming up on Sunday. So thanks for coming out tonight, and we will see you again on Sunday. Until then, have a great week, and thanks for joining us on our Wyoming Life. Oh, wait a minute. I have an outro to play.
Oh, jeez, man.
See?
Oh, like smiling awkwardly, like...
Peace out.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Ranch Talk Live. Please subscribe and join us as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Special thanks to our moderators and the members of the Barn Owls, our special advisory group that helps us behind the scenes. If you'd like more from the ranch, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on our weekly podcast, Beyond the Ranch, available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Don't forget to check out All Things Agriculture, a special Facebook group where you can ask questions and learn about agriculture all over the world. Until we see you again on Sunday, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.